Hello, everybody. How are you? If you can hear me, I want you to please type I can hear you in the comment section. How are you doing, Coach Teon?
I'm doing outstanding, my friend. What about yourself?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Yes, we are. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It's another beautiful day.
It is. It is. It is. It's just time for us just to thank God for giving us this thing called life.
That's it. That's it. So if you can hear me out there, I want you to please type I can hear you. We just want to be sure we're not talking to ourselves. Although, yeah, we're used to talking to ourselves anyway. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to another beautiful episode of the Morale Booster with John Ughulu. The Morale Booster is a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through coaching and mentoring. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Now, this program is currently being sponsored by Main Seat Consulting Group LLC. And for bookings, adverts, or sponsorship inquiries, please remember to send us an email. You would find our contact details currently being displayed on the screen. So, before I introduce our guest for today, I want you to please like and share this video because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. So today, we have a gentleman all the way from South Carolina. He is in the Army National Guard. He's a soldier. He's an executive director and serves on the President's Advisory Council of the John Maxwell team and the prodigy of Les Brown Power Voice. He brings magnetic energy that would inspire you to live your life the best you can. He was named the top 20 finalist of the 2021 John Maxwell Team Cultural Awards and the top 10 finalist of the 2021 John Maxwell Team Stage Time from a group of 38,000 members. That's awesome. He believes in people and knows that you have the potential to be great. As a community leader, he strives for excellence and praise for the best for everybody. He loves to support driven leaders and speakers who desire personal, empowering coaching or training to gain clarity and the drive to lead and speak with practical coaching system. And that's why they call him the coach. He's a great coach. He's a God-fearing and people-inspiring. His purpose in life is to dramatically change this world by adding value to people one person at a time. One of the things Coach Teon loves to say is, you don't know what you don't know. And in order to go up, you must grow up. Oh my God, that's powerful. The power of choice is yours. So help me welcome the magnificent Coach Teon Singletary. Coach Teon, welcome on board.
My brother, it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you, man.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you had to jump from one event to another. That's to tell you the magnitude of the person that you all are going to hear from today. He just completed one event and he just hopped on this one. So thank you so much, Coach. And for those of you who are currently listening to the program via podcast or watching via YouTube or Facebook, please remember to like and share. All right, Coach. Without further ado, we've already given you, we've already introduced you.
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. So I want you to tell us what we don't know about you, Coach.
Okay. What you don't know about me? Well, everything you heard so far was the good stuff, the success, right? But there has been plenty of time that I had fail again. I mean, plenty of times that I've been talked about and bashed, but what mattered the most is you being able to get back up and
That's
continue to
right.
drive on. Um, And you know, we all have done some things in our life, or made some failures in our life, or mistakes in our life. But those failures and mistakes help us to grow. Like when I first went into the military, and I thought I knew what everything was to be a leader, and I had no clue what I was getting myself into. So just learning from those experiences and learning to evaluate the experience in order to be able to grow. And that's what matters. It's not the experience by itself, but it's taking the time to reflect and evaluate from that experience. So every time I failed at something, like when it was time for me to complete a task and I didn't do it on time, or I didn't finish the task like I should, guess what I did? I went back and, okay, what can I do to better myself? So, I mean, and some more stuff about me that you don't know. I serve in the community in multiple platforms with communities. I'm president of the Williamsburg Friends of the Library. I'm the vice president of the National Society of President Rifles, which is where I just came from. So we just doing a leadership panel right now, and we got a national workshop after this. So wearing multiple hats and being able to do multiple things is what I do.
Right.
So that's just a little bit of the things about the inside of me and who I am and why I strive for excellence.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that. You know, going by what you have achieved and accomplished, you know, it takes time, dedication for one to be able to get to that level of leadership. And I realized that you recently became part of the President Advisory is a committee for the John Maxwell team. Now, what gave you the drive to become a coach?
That's a good question. What gave me the drive to become a coach? Well, growing up in poverty, there's certain things that I wish that I had, or wish that I had someone to give me advice for, and it wasn't in play for me. I had to go out there and learn and grow myself and learn from life, right? The hard knot of life. So growing up in poverty with my great parents, working 2 to 3 jobs. And so I was always staying with my grandmother or a family member. And so and then I'm the oldest of my 2 siblings, my brother and my sister. So standing up and trying to lead them and also take care of myself at the same time was a challenge. And I realized as I grew older and older and learned about JROTC in high school, then joining the military, learning about the military and leadership and values, and then deciding to start my business and on and on and on, I realized, you know what? One of the things that our youth need right now is someone that will tell them that they matter, that someone cares for them, that they are special, and that they are loved. And when I made that profound statement to myself, I realized, well, why can't I be that person? So I started going to the military, well, not the military, but started going to the community and start serving in different capacities, joining different organizations in the community to serve, not to get paid, but to serve and be a servant to someone. And the more I did that, the more I started to begin to love serving others. And I realized, okay, maybe I could do more. And then I decided to become a coach of a recreational football team. And I started loving that and mentoring and nurturing those kids, not only to play football, but the matter of life, period. Using the name of the sport to teach them life discipline, life values. And then they always calling me coach. Since then, everyone in the community started calling me coach. Hey, coach. I said, you know what? I like the name of that. So I started making a name to myself. I said, yeah, my name is Coach Teon Singletary. And there now, everyone that sees me, not even in my state, but out of state now, calls me coach, because I realized that was who I am. That's who God was guiding me to become, was a coach. Now, coaching mentoring is different. A mentor will give advice and tell you. A coach or ask the right questions to help you to find your own answers to your problems. So it's a totally different between mentoring and coaching. And I say, you know what? That's what I want to be. I want to be a coach.
Right. That's great. I love the journey. I love how it started. You know, for those people who are currently listening, you heard what he said. He said, first of all, he decided to serve because without you being able, in fact, if you do not know how to serve people, there's no way you can lead. So servant leadership has to, encompass both serving and leading. And you also said you became a football coach, so which means he started from somewhere, but had a plan and moved just after the first step. Okay, so you talked about the difference between a coach and a mentor. I love this topic. You know why? I always hear people, especially, those people who have not gone through any form of coaching programs or, they always confuse the word coach and mentor. So I don't know. This typically wasn't supposed to be part of our conversation, but it's all about teaching people, reminding people what they already know and impacting lives. So when you talk about a coach and a mentor, they are completely different. So would you mind throwing more light? Just a brief explanation of the difference, if you don't mind.
Sure. And I have a great coach, Kristen Simpson of the John Maxwell team, who teaches us the meaning of and the philosophy, the art of coaching. And he always tells us, you're not there to give advice. You're not there to teach. Right. You are there to ask them questions to help them to get out of the problem that they are going through. Not to give them the answer to the problem, but to ask the right questions so that they could be able to start being aware of the right things.
Right.
See, awareness is key when it comes down to coaching. Mentoring is more of giving advice, teaching, telling them to do something, and they go do it if they choose, right? Because everything mentor tells someone to do is not going to do. I'm a living witness of that. I haven't done everything my mentor tells me to do. Until falls flat on my face, then I'm like, oh, maybe I should have listened, right? But coaching, it will take that same thing and not tell you what to do. Coaching would say, so what would be your thoughts of if you do it this way? And then the person will start to internalize it, and start to think about it. Okay, so if that was me, if I was in that situation, this is what I would do. Okay, so why will you do that? Now you get into the mental.
Yes.
The mental of it. So, and because that's the main thing. Why are everyone in this world, we either going to do something that our mind is put to it or what is in our hearts. Right. And depending on where we are in our awareness and our relationship with our higher power or whatever the case may be.
Right.
That's what you're going to do. So the more you be aware of yourself, the better you can be able to make the right decisions at the right time for the right moments, for the right reasons.
Wow, so, that's awesome.
So that's coaching. Coaching is getting into the person mind and helping them to really visualize it, to internalize it, to really be aware of what needs to happen.
Right. And the mentor is that person who already has an experience in a particular area that you want to delve into.
Exactly.
And that person already has all the skills, the knowledge. That person can give you a blueprint and tell you what to do and teach you what to do. That's a mentor. I love to talk about this because I always hear people say, "Oh, he's my coach, he's my mentor," or rather, he's my mentor. He's my, coaching, as just like what Coach Teon has told everybody now. It's all about using neuro-linguistic programming to help you figure out what you know and what you can do. You know, they ask you questions that would help you search your subconscious mind internally.
Inside.
They're not going to, a coach is never going to tell you what to do. A coach will ask you questions that would help you understand what you are capable of doing. And the questions they would ask you are open-ended questions that you can never answer yes or no. That's why they always use they always start with, what do you think? Why do you think? Where do you want to be? Because you can never answer their questions with a yes or no.
Exactly.
So take note for those people who do not understand the difference. I love that. Thank you for that topic.
No problem, my friend.
Right. Okay. So now, what challenges have you faced so far, while trying to coach people?
I gotta go back and start with the challenge that I had to deal with myself. Because if I can't fix myself, how can I fix others? So the challenge that I have with myself is really self-awareness.
Right.
And being aware of my capabilities, being aware of my weaknesses, my strengths, my attributes. Who is Teon, right? Who is he? So really digging deep inside myself. And I had to challenge that because I had limited beliefs, a lot of limited beliefs, a lot of beliefs of poverty mindset, right? So I had to really work on myself to get away from a poverty mindset to an abundance mindset, right? From just living life mindset to a growth mindset. Because from my neighborhood, the mindset there is totally different. So I just thank God for the opportunity to be able to join the military and to travel the world and see different things and come back, and then go to college and come back, because it opened up my awareness of what is life. It opened up my awareness and my network of people that I thought I would never be able to have connection with.
Right.
So working on myself and working on who I am gives me the ability to be able to say, okay, maybe now I can be able to help others. Just like when you're on an airplane, when they say that you're about to crash, they don't want you to put the mask on someone else. They want you to put the mask on yourself first.
First, yes.
Once you put the mask on yourself, then you are able to help everyone else. So fix yourself, right? So that was my biggest challenge at first, was working on me, and then being able to be able to use that as an opportunity to start serving and helping others.
That's awesome. Well, before I go any further, I want to say thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always say it's people like you that have made it possible for someone like myself to come into the United States and tap from the blessings. Thank you for your service. All right. So, what's your advice for those people who are stuck with limiting beliefs? Because I know a lot of people out there. Okay, I know of a lady who feels that the people around her are actually not. Then they don't show any form of gratitude whenever she does her best to make people happy. She's always doing things. She's always all about trying to please people around of her. So and she doesn't get the result, the reaction that she typically anticipates from somebody who is satisfied with what you've done for the person. So what's your advice for people like that who are always trying to please others?
I won't really give any advice, but I will ask you to ask yourself this question. Why are you doing what you are doing? Because the answer to that question will determine how you respond to the outcome. If the reason why you are serving others or helping others or doing things for others is just for them to thank you all the time, then maybe that may be the wrong internal motives. Maybe you need to look at it in the way of, really, why am I doing it? For me, I can only speak for myself. The reason why I serve, because it's a passion. And what I receive from that, serving someone out of my own will with my monies or time, it gives me joy. And that joy is priceless. And I don't do it for the smile of someone else. I do it for the smile of God who's looking down at me, and that he is happy with what I'm doing. And if he's happy, then I'm happy. But it does add some more flavor to it if the one you helping do smile, right? Or the one do say, thank you for doing what you do. Yeah, it does. Hey, we are all human beings.
Right.
Nature, right? So we want that gratitude to come back to us. But really look deep down inside. What are the motives? Why are you doing what you're doing? And I think the answer within the answer is there.
That's true. That's true. That's a deep one and a good one. You know, I hope she would listen to this and figure out what the solution to that problem is. There are a lot of people out there who think that it's already too late for them to start all over. There's so many people who feel it's too late. There's so many people who just recently lost their jobs and they've been working for years thinking that they would be on that job until retirement. What's your how would you encourage such people to brace up, you know, to accept what has already happened and to move on from that?
That's it. Embrace it. Embrace it. I mean, it's literally that simple. Once you accept it and embrace it, then you are able to come up with what's the next step to move forward. Right. So embrace it, accept it. Yeah, you fall. Yeah, you on that dirty old ground. But guess what? The Les Brown says, if you can look up,
yes,
then you can get up. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Get up. Get out of your rut. Get out of your stinky mold or mood that you're in and do something, because it doesn't matter who you are, how young you are, how old you are, you've been given the greatness you need in order to achieve the greatness God has for you to achieve.
Absolutely.
So it's already there. You just got to accept it and move with it. Take action. Do it now, not later. Do it now. Doesn't matter what your dream or vision or goal is. Just get up and do it. Doesn't matter what the naysayers is saying behind your back. Just go do it. And then allow your actions to speak for itself. What you got to do? I mean, it's not over until God says it's over.
Right.
I mean, just that by itself gives me the courage, gives me the energy, the passion to keep driving. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. That's it. Thank you so much for that. So if you're listening, please like and share, because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. You see, these reminders are what we have been mandated to do. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I've been hearing this forever. Everything in life is a cliche. If it doesn't resonate with you today, it will resonate with you another day or another time. But in the meantime, make sure you share, because that person you are sharing to might just be the therapy for that person at that particular instant. So thank you, Coach Teon, for the beautiful contribution. So we have a paradigm shift right now. The pandemic has actually changed things.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, for business owners, for individuals, for everything. And just like what Les Brown says, the world has transitioned from brick and mortar to click and order. Yes. So which means right now, businesses, individuals, they all have to step up to ensure that they utilize the internet. So
Mm-hmm.
what's your advice for those people? I know so many people like my mom. She struggles with, she only knows how to check her text messages and to make calls. When you say take a photo and send to me, she doesn't bother herself about those things. So
Mm.
what's your advice for those people who are finding it difficult to transition into the tech area, the internet?
Listen, if you can't do it, find somebody that can.
That's it.
Find somebody that can. And guess what? I'm putting an application for it right now.
Right. That's why I asked the question, because I know you are a tech guy.
Yes.
You're tech savvy, very tech savvy. You
Yeah.
have a background in information systems technology, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you need some help, if you are a church organization or any organization, I do have a training, a virtual training that's not very expensive at all for being able to go online, and it's on my teachable.com where you can do virtual training and it teach you basic 5 steps in order to move your church to a virtual based church or your organization to a virtual based organization. And it got a lot of resourcing there. It got some Zoom backgrounds that you may be able to use for your services or for your programs. Just check it out. Go check it out. Look at the website. My website here have the virtualteachable.com in my About Me page. You'll be able to have access to that as well. When I get off there, I will put my teachable.com link in the comments as well, and you'll be able to have access to that. I mean, Teachable.com is a platform that I'm using to do online services, online training for ones that need it. I have another one there that I use with virtual voting, digital virtual vote, well, not virtual, but digital vision voting. How to create a vision board digitally, and I go through like an hour 30 minutes on how to make that happen by asking the right questions. Right? So there's a lot of resources out there, guys. And if you need help with this, find somebody that's local in your area, or find someone in the network that you may be in that is good in this, and then ask them to help you and pay the workman for what he's worth, right? Or the work woman for what they're worth. Okay,
Right.
everything we do is for service, but at the same time, we do gotta put food on the table. We do
Absolutely.
Seek
You're
help.
right
Seek
about
help.
that.
If you need it, just seek help.
Seek help. That's great. So I want you to also talk about the importance of networking.
It's vital.
Networking.
It's vital. It's vital. Because one man cannot change the world.
Right.
It takes unity. And you know, they say in the education world, each one teach one, right? So being able to join together, partner up together on a task that y'all may have a similar passion on, a similar goal on,
Right.
and partner up with someone to be able to grow yourself. It could be a partner that may be in a strength zone that you're not in.
Right.
And you may have a strength zone for that partner. And when y'all get together, man, that is an explosive team right there, right?
Right.
So partner up. If you really want to grow to the next level or shift, do a paradigm shift to the next level, then you need to partner up. I mean, it's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You have to partner up and build your network so that you can be able to build your net worth.
That's awesome. I love that. Teamwork, they say, makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work. Someone showed me the other day, teamwork makes the reality work.
Yes.
I'm using that one.
I'll write that down. That's another powerful one. I love that. So teamwork, for those who are just trying to get into business, those people who have lost their jobs, just like what Coach Teon said, it's not the end of the world.
It's not.
Yeah, it's just that the universe, God, is trying to show you something else.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of focusing on that closed door, raise up your head, look around, move on, and you will definitely see the other door that is open for you.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, what's your take on developing talents, skills, those innate potentials, especially in times like this?
Yeah. One of the things that I'm big on, because in the this is about human behavior.
Right,
And I am a certified DIS specialist with the John Maxwell team, the John Maxwell way method. And once you are aware of your personality and your human behavior, then you can be able to use that as your strength. Me, I'm a very high C. I love details. I love to know the reason why before I take action. I need everything to be in order. All
right,
the T's crossed, the duck walking in the order, and not one duck cannot be out of the way. Every little duck gotta be in order before I make a decision. And sometimes that could be a weakness. So I learned to not only use that script of detail to also hold me back, right?
right,
So being able just to step out in faith is what is the thing that I'm using, which is spiritual, to help me to take action. Because some of the things that I've been doing, if it was me just staying with my personality of all the details,
right.
I wouldn't have done it. But faith factor helps me to step out in faith, right? And just say, let's see what happens. And then as I go, I will build my wings as I fall. Like my great mentor, Paul Marletty, say in John Maxwell team, just fall and grow your wings as you fall, because it's going to happen because you go with failure. And sometimes you win, sometimes you win.
That's it.
You learn, not lose. You learn from your failure. And that's one of John Maxwell's books that I'm certified and licensed to teach on as well. All these things matter. So being able to do that helps you to move forward, take action, your dreams, goals, and vision. But you just got to be aware of yourself and your scripts and taking assessments. Take an assessment. There's free assessments online you can take that can help you with your scripts and weaknesses. There's assessment you can take by someone who is an actual consultant, like me.
Right.
Assessment that's called the U science that you can be able to take that can help you to be aware of your attributes. There's assessments out there that you can start utilizing to help you to find out what your skills are and start capitalizing on the income from those scripts by using your script. Don't focus on your weaknesses.
Right.
Focus on your scripts, your God-given talents and skills. All right.
That's great.
And use that to become your millionaire or whatever the case may be. Whatever your dream and desires, your heart desires may be.
That's true.
Things that God has given you to be fruitful in this world. That's it.
Yeah, because we were created to make an impact.
Yes.
Every human being was created to create something, to do something. So that's our assignment. So I've heard people say that they do not have any talent, they do not have any skills. But from my little understanding and knowledge of the human nature, I know that we were all created with a special gift in us. Yeah, so that brings us back to your question. Everybody should learn to always ask themselves, who am I? What am I capable of doing?
Exactly.
It could take years for you to figure that out, but just don't think because you have not identified your calling or your skills, that does not make you a human being without one. You just haven't identified it at that point. Am I right?
You're right. You're right. I mean, when you were saying that, it reminded me of a time in my life and when I started my self-development process. I mean, I was born in I'm about to tell my age now, right? 1986. I joined the military in 2004 as a junior in high school.
Wow.
I became a commissioned officer in 2009. I went overseas in 2012. I didn't start at my self-development until I truly accepted God as my personal savior overseas, thousands of miles away, and read the Bible probably multiple times from cover to cover and realized that the years before then, I had to ask myself, what was I doing?
Right.
I read my first book from cover to cover overseas. Overseas, y'all. That's when I started my self-development process.
Right.
I was playing catch-up. I'm still playing catch-up.
Yeah, we're still playing catch-up.
Exactly. So it's just start where you are. Doesn't matter how far behind you are. Doesn't matter how far forward you are. Just start where you are. Create a game plan and take action when that game plan.
That's it. I love that. Start where you are, create a game plan, and take action.
Yes.
So if you're listening to the program via podcast or you're watching via YouTube or Facebook, please remember to share, like, and share this video because there's somebody out there who really needs to hear this message. There's someone out there. Like and share. All right, Coach Teon, I just want you to give some words of encouragement to those people who have, it's going to be 3 categories. Those people who have lost their jobs during this pandemic, those who have lost loved ones, and those whose businesses have been impacted. I know you are not a therapist. Yeah, so I just want to give that full disclaimer right now. But we just want you to give like some words of encouragement. So for those people who are listening, Coach Teon is not a therapist.
No.
Yeah, he's just going to give you some words of encouragement.
No PhD. I have maybe a PhD in my life because it's my life, but that's about it. So as you see, guys, I love to have fun, and I love the main thing is enjoy life.
Right.
Doesn't matter what season you are in life, just enjoy. Be thankful and grateful for life. If you was able to wake up and open up your eyes this morning, be thankful. If you was able to put your foot on solid ground, be thankful. If you was able to eat some breakfast this morning or whatever the case may be, drink some coffee or tea or water, be thankful. If you was able to open up your blinds and look outside and watch the sun rise, be thankful. If you are able to this evening see the sun set and lay your head on the bed to go to sleep, be thankful. Be thankful for the small stuff. When you are thankful and grateful for the small stuff, God will give you more to be thankful for.
Absolutely.
God will be thankful for the small stuff. So the ones I want to speak into the job loss and the love loss because those are near and dear in my heart, especially the love loss, because that has happened to me because of the pandemic. In August, I lost my grandmother. So I understand. I have empathy for that because I've been there. I live it. And for the ones that have jobs, I work in employment with one of the organizations I work for, Helping Hands of Georgetown, which is a nonprofit agency.
Right.
And we work with getting people employed and people have jobs, and we have to help them out. So one of the things is that we do when we talk to a client or anyone when it comes down to a loss of a job, or unemployed or underemployed. We ask them the question first, and this is, what are their motives? What motivates them? Like, what drives them? What is the reason why they want employment? And what's going to help them to keep it? That's the thing. Once we have that answer, then we are able to help them to get that employment. Now, that's just step one. Step one is just, what is your motive? So ask yourself this question and write it down. Write it down, ask yourself, and reflect on this tonight. What motivates me? Ask yourself that question. What motivates me? Once you have the answer to that, the next question you want to ask you is, so what is my passion? What are my gifts? What do I enjoy doing? Then once you have the answer to those questions, then start looking for a career, not a job, because job is just over broke. You don't want to be over broke. You want to that will give you a sustainable life. So look for some careers that will help you to benefit, or careers that you can serve. That's the better word, to serve with your gifts and talents. Because when you look for a job, or not a job, a career in that sense, you will enjoy going there every single day. A job that you don't enjoy is a job that's going to get you closer to death.
Right.
So enjoy where you are going to find that out. And then, so that's pretty much the gist of someone is losing a job. Just figure out where you are, find out, just reflect on why you lose that job, if it was your fault or if it was the employer fault, and then really decide what are your motives, what are your passions, what do you enjoy doing, right? And then go into that and make that happen. All right? Now, the ones that have some love loss, it's been a time when that happened to me. I was in a little bit of depression during that period of my life. And I want to be completely transparent with you. It was hard. It was very, very hard. But I had to make it a decision. If I don't step up, who will? If I don't step up for myself, who will? So I decided to find the things that I enjoy, things that make me happy, and I start focusing on those things. And that is teaching. I love teaching. I love speaking and inspiring. So what I did was I started doing more of that during that season of sorrow. And what happened was that I was able to create a lesson plan from the lessons learned from my grandmother. And that was my therapy. That was my therapy that helped me to continue to drive on and move forward in life. So find out what that loss, find out what you can do in that time of loss that is positive, and actually start applying that, okay? And the last thing is the business impact. If your business is being impacted during this pandemic, it's time for you to pivot and shift. Say it like Bishop T.D. Jakes, it's time to double clutch. It's time to double clutch. It's time for you to shift and double clutch. Level up. It's time to level up. You know, young kids be talking about pipe up. It's time for you to pipe up. Right? It's time for you to pivot in this season and find out what's the next adventure you need to go into to build your business back up. Or find partners. Go back to networking. Find some people that you can network with that can help coach you or teach you, whatever the case may be, in the direction that you must go.
Absolutely. I love those points. Thank you so much. Coach Teon just advised you, for those who have lost their jobs, ask yourself, what motivates me? What are my gifts? And if you have not been able to identify your gifts, your talents, your potentials, then you can always reach out to Coach Teon. That's what coaches do. They help you identify your gifts. They help you identify and eliminate limiting beliefs in your life. Because if you feel you don't have a gift or a potential or a talent or a skill, that automatically is a limiting belief. And the job of a coach is to help you through neuro-linguistic programming to help you identify and eliminate those limiting beliefs. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for all those points, Coach Teon. How can people reach out to you? On what platforms, what social media platforms do you are you active on?
They can reach out to me on either Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Teon Singletary. Also on Instagram, I have TS Leadership Empowerment, which is one of my businesses. And I also have that. Now that business is about leadership development and growth and coaching, speaking.
Right.
And then I have FP Serves LLC, which is a graphics and book publishing type business. So if If you want to go into an adventure of creating your own books or writing your own book, I'm a publisher. I can help coach you through that.
Right.
Help you publish your first book. It's possible. Anybody can do it. Anyone can do it.
Yes.
I'm also on LinkedIn too. You can find me on LinkedIn. Just type in my name, Coach Teon Singletary. You can find me there. And you can visit my website, www.teonsingletary.com. And all those social medias I just shared with you will be right on there.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So the his website is currently being displayed on the screen. Just, go to the website, reach out to him. The problem is that a lot of people think they know
Mm,
and they do not know.
mm.
So just try, work with a coach, and luckily for you who's listening to the program right now, we have been able to differentiate. We have been able to give you the difference between a coach and a mentor. All right. So work with a coach that would help you bring out that greatness in you. So Coach Teon, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you for having me, my friend.
My pleasure. I want to go through the comments.
Yes.
Let's see the beautiful comments there. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, I see some comments there. Okay, Pele, Talofa, my brother. She said,
Talofa.
Hi, Pele, Talofa, Pele. Yeah, then let's see. Ocean Lover. She says, greetings to all.
Oh, that name, Ocean Lover. Man, I'm an Ocean Lover.
Yes.
Greetings to you.
That's awesome. And okay, Pele says, let's go.
You know it, sister.
Hi, Pratibha. How are you?
Pratibha,
thanks for watching.
Now, that girl's on fire. She's on
fire. She's on fire. She's got the energy.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she just started grad school now.
Yeah, so I saw that.
She's got so much energy.
Congrats.
Congrats, Pratibha. All right. So she says, where's your background? Oh.
It's my background is on Zoom. Okay. I just came from a national convention. I'm about to be going back to there right after this and doing another workshop that we're doing. And I got a background. You can't see the background here because I don't know how to use it. So, hey.
Okay, so Rosalinda says, hello, watching live from Philippines. Hi, Rosalinda. Thank you.
Man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah, let's just say the last, let's just go through one last one and we'll go. Hey, Kuwasi.
Greetings, my brother.
Thank you. So, Coach Teon, thank you so much for the time. It was a pleasure. And I hope when next I invite you on the program, you would come on.
That's the goal, my friend. That's the goal.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for listening and watching and sharing. You were made to make an impact in the world. By sharing the video, you have done your part. We're not asking you to pay us any money. Just share the video so that person who needs to hear and watch it would receive it. Thank you. Keep shining your light and enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.